Oh my God, look who it is. Venga, per favor, welcome to Casa and Cucina. I've been waiting for you all week, or since the last show. Anyway, venga, per favor, we've got a great show for you today, so please, stay tuned. Buongiorno, como stai, como stai? We're at Norwood Country Club for the St. Louis Italian Open. Boy, I tell you folks, this is a class act operation, as you're going to see. You know, last night they had the banquet at the Frontenac Hilton, and that was a beautiful occasion. We're going to show you that in just a little bit. But before I get into that, I just want to say a few words about some of the people that you're going to see on the shows coming up. On this particular show, a couple of places, DiGregorio Imports and Metro Lighting. Now, Metro Lighting is located down there on Arsenal and Hoffman, which is right by 44 in Arsenal Street. You can't miss it. They have ceiling fans, anything that you can possibly need as far as home electrical needs. These are the people that, if it wasn't for them, Casa y Cucina would not be on the air at all. They believe in the show, and I know a lot of you folks out there that watch the show on a weekly basis. We're going to try to bring you a lot of great things. Will be appreciated. When you go into these places, especially like Metro Lighting or DiGregorio Imports, tell them, say, hey, I saw you on TV. Thanks a lot. We really appreciate it. Like the show and whatever. But for right now, I'm going to take this opportunity. Now, during the show, you're going to see my friend and one of our sponsors, Bill Frisella, interview several of the people that are involved in the St. Louis Italian Open. And today we have none other than the famous Bill Frisella, president. It's a family-owned business down there, Metro Lighting. Bill, how you doing today?
Fine, Keith. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing. I just want to tell you, Bill, I have been all over the place. I've played for a lot of different functions, but this is truly a class act operation. This didn't. All this did not take place by one single person. This we know. It took formation and hold by a group of dedicated Italian American businessmen.
Yes, that's exactly right. And not only Italian American businessmen, but there's just a whole slew of people that help put on this tournament. And we feel that it's the premier tournament here in St. Louis. It's just an outstanding tournament. And there is, like you said, Keith, there's 31 committee members on the Italian Open board, and every one of them just works their tails off all year. And not only that, each member usually has a little staff of their own. There's a lot of businessmen involved in this, and they have secretaries and cohorts that help with the Italian Open. For instance, we have a little in-house advertising agency called MES Advertising. And Lisa Frisella, my niece, and Tom Marsh, and Barb Monahan, they work just endless hours on the Italian Open. I bet they spend maybe 200 hours a year on the Italian Open, just doing a lot of the artwork, a lot of the layout and design for the program, and ad books. And it's a tremendous effort like that from all the members that make this tournament so successful.
Well, last night we had the banquet. Why don't we take the folks out there in TV land to the banquet at the Frontenac Hilton Hotel and have you interview Vince Bommorito?
All right, sounds fine. Let's go to it.
Let's go. Okay, folks, another St. Louis Italian Open golf tournament.
For Charities.
For Charities. We're at the banquet at the at the Frontenac Hilton Hotel on Clayton and 40. We have with us again, you know this fella, he cooked the tortellini con gorgonzola the other day on the show. It was great. A lot of people out there tried that recipe. We're going to have him on there again. But Bill, I want you to tell us a little bit about the Italian Open.
Okay, Keith, this is our 20th year, and it's going to be our biggest year. It's a virtual sellout. We have approximately 325 golfers, and we've basically turned away about 25 golf, or fivesomes already this year. Our banquet, which is tonight, Sunday night, August 8th, is a virtual sellout also, and it's just real heartwarming to see this, the generosity of not only individuals but business and corporate sponsors is just tremendous.
Who are some of the people that are here? I saw Mickey Carroll here.
Well, Mickey Carroll, he supports us every year. That's the Wizard of Oz. He played the little, what was that?
The Munchkin.
The Munchkin. Right there, the Munchkin. Hey, Mickey, you want to say hello? Mickey Carroll, can you give us a little Follow the Yellow Brick Road?
Oh, my name is Mickey Carroll, Harvard 48.
All right.
Yale nothing. And I was in the Wizard of Oz in 1938. I think I got underwear older than you. And I played the part of the coroner. I pronounced the Wicked Witch dead, and I said, follow the Yellow Brick Road. It's nice being here at the Italian Open, and now I'm going to talk Italian all day. When it's St. Patrick's Day, I say the top of the morning to you.
Yeah.
But now I get into it.
Hey, Mickey, what is your nationality?
I'm Italian, way back.
I bet not too many people know that.
Yeah, my dad and my mom. My dad was a policeman. He came over when he was 19 years old. And when you're a policeman in Italy, you get married, you can't be on the force. Oh. I think he was 22 years old when he got out. And when he got married, he had to get out, so he came to America. And then when he died when I was 7 years old, my dad came over here in 1911. Man, he would be 110 years old today. He was a sculptor from Carrara, Italy. Oh, he made Italian marble, and he made a chiseler out of me. Oh, and people are dying to get my business too. No, I've been our family's been in it since 1886 in Italy. My dad went back about 30 years ago to Rome and Carrara, Italy, where the marble comes from. And he said they haven't moved a thing since he left.
I'll be darned.
They live the same way, and it's quiet and beautiful. And but he goes back to visit, and he said America's the greatest.
Oh, yeah.
It's greatest.
For sure.
Nice being here with you, and just a beautiful occasion. We raise funds for kids. I raise funds I've raised $1 million a year in charities for kids.
Well,
so I keep busy. I keep busy.
I know you do. And,
you don't have to applaud for me tonight. I get paid.
This man supported the Italian Open for years and years, and tell the folks out there what you've donated this year. You know, it's the the photos of the.
Yeah, we always donate something, but I left coming at the auction, and I came to this auction, and I'm going to bid and raise. Last time I was here at the dinner, I spent $1,500, but I go to every golf tournament at the auction. I always spend $2,000 to raise. I really donate $30,000 a year for kids, and if it's for kids, I'm there. And not only that, you know why I donate all this money? 3 years ago, they taxed my Social Security. I get $8,000 a year. So I figured I better donate it for a good cause, you know. and for 4 years, I'm my own boss, and I never made myself a check out.
Well, that's great.
Ain't that great? I give it all to charity. But I love it. I love it.
God love you, Mickey. Thanks a lot.
And thank you. And thank you.
Bill, what are some of the other charities that you have here?
Oh, actually, Keith, we give to over 20 St. Louis charities. Charities like St. Rock's Daycare, Hill 2000, the ALS Association, which is one of our main beneficiaries. St. Mary's Special School for retarded children, is for special children, is another one of our main beneficiaries. And most of our charities involve children, and which I think is very nice. And I think also the fact that all our money stays here in St. Louis is another a big factor why the St. Louis Italian Open is so successful. This is our 20th year, like I said before, and virtually we're sold out. It's a good feeling, Keith.
You're honoring two very distinguished people here right here in St. Louis, Frank Bommorito and Vince Bommorito.
That's correct.
So, anyway, now the banquet's tonight. Tomorrow's the golf tournament. The whole show is the St. Louis Italian Open. So sit back and enjoy.
Yeah, round 2 tomorrow.
around too tomorrow. Hey, Bill.
All right.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you, Keith. Hello. This is Bill Frisella back with the St. Louis Italian Open. I'm going to ask Vince Bommorito, who's one of the honorees this year, a few questions. Vince. Oh, Vince.
I'm sorry.
Listen, oh, that's all right. Vince Bommorito, let me introduce you to him. Most of you know him. He owns Tony's Restaurant, the only 5-star mobile Italian restaurant in North America. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right, Vince, this is our 20th year at the St. Louis Italian Open, and we have a record crowd at the dinner banquet, which is Sunday night. We have a record crowd. We're virtually sold out Monday night also. How does that make you feel, since you're the honoree and these people are coming to honor you?
Well, I'm just glad we can do something. You know, we have an obligation when we are successful in the community to put something back, and I hope in some little way I contributed to the good crowd.
Well, you sure did. Well said, Vince. Well said.
I mean it from my heart.
Oh, I know that. This here is a good man, a very good man. Are you going to be out golfing tomorrow?
No, but I'll be by to cheer the fellas on.
You're going to have that good Italian lunch now?
I'm going to have some salsiccia, I hope.
All right. You know, this year we're also doing the dinner. In years past, Norwood Hills made the dinner, and Joe Tangaro, who you probably know, he's going to cook both the lunch and the dinner, and it's just going to be fabulous.
I'll be there.
All right. Okay, this is Vince Bommorito, our 1993 honoree, and we're checking off. Kraus Heinz, a supporter of the Italian Open, and he has a few words to say.
I'd like to say thank you very much to my friend Bill Frisella. We've been friends for 19 years now, 18, yeah, whatever, somewhere in there. And good things happen to good people. Billy's a good person. He is doing a lot of good for a very, very worthy cause. Right behind me, over my left shoulder, is a gentleman by the name of Rich Egan, who supports my Special Olympics program. I am a state director for Special Olympics, and Billy supports his program. And a lot of good things are happening to a lot of kids because Billy Frisella and people like him are putting forth the effort, the time, and the money to support people who really need our help.
Well, thanks, Terry, but I'll tell you what, there's a board of directors of 30 people that work hard for this St. Louis Italian Open,
people,
so
yeah. I know. Just like with our state board, there's 11 people on our state board, of which I'm only one of 11, and we support over 3,000 athletes in the Missouri area. And as an example, Billy's organization's contribution to that program helps. As an example, one of our programs, over 200 athletes go to an alpine skiing program and earn a lot of self-confidence and self-esteem that they would not have been able to otherwise. We thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Terry. Some kind words here. Listen, Keith, this is Dawn Drummonds. This is my girlfriend here, and she's very pretty tonight. Looks beautiful.
Thank you.
Say hello.
Hi.
All right, Keith. Let's. Why don't we call it quits until we can get a hold of Frank? Arrivederci.
Well, that was Sunday night there, and there was a beautiful interview you did with Mickey Carroll and Terry
Carpenter with Kraus Heinz Corporation.
And Vince, and none other than Vince Bommorito. Why don't we take this opportunity to talk a little bit about the people that are involved in the St. Louis Italian Open, Bill?
Well, we have a, like I mentioned before, a board of directors of 31 people, and there's every member actually just works their tails off. We've got some in particular that just do an outstanding job, like John Vitale. He has a crew. He's with Reuben Brown Gornstein, and him and Nick LaCavali have put together the golfers, and they're the treasurer of the Italian Open. All the money, all the invitations and ads and everything flows through their office, and they have just worked their tails off. Joe Vitale. This year it's a virtual sellout. We have 330 golfers. We turned away about 50, 60 golfers, Keith, believe it or not. Last night's banquet was a sellout. It's just been a tremendous year, and I am just overwhelmed with the amount of support that we've been given, not only from individuals but from business and corporate sponsorships. Just incredible. We have 55 holes being sponsored. There's 36 holes we play. We have 55 hole sponsorships. That's how good it's been this year. We're sponsoring greens and shacks and carts and trees and everything else. We've got such an outpouring of generosity.
You have some girls out there blowing up balloons. The Mulligan girls?
Chris Pagano, he got the girls to come out. I think they're with a restaurant here in St. Louis, and they're blowing up the balloons. They're Mulligan balloons, and they're $20 a piece, and the golfers get to take an extra shot if they want. And then if they do take their Mulligan, then they release the balloons. It goes up in the air, and it's kind of a festive look. Keith.
You got the hole-in-one?
Yeah, we got the hole-in-one. We have 3 cars this year. If anybody does make a hole-in-one, they get a Lexus, and there's also a GMC van out there, and there's also a Lincoln, I believe, or a Mercury.
How about those people that work in the kitchen?
Oh, unbelievable. You cannot believe.
It's so hot in there.
You tell me, Keith, what did you think of that lunch today?
Oh, man, I'm telling you what. But before we talk about that lunch, let's talk about some of the people. Jimmy Teresi, the Valmers, Joe and...
Joe Teresi's out here cooking. There's the PBM club sends probably 6-7 people out here.
I noticed that the PBM club was here.
Yeah.
So this is a group effort. You know, these people help you out, and the PBM came in here, which is Ted Valmer, isn't it?
Right.
Ted Valmer and Joe Valmer.
Right.
And Jimmy Teresi, and name a few other of the people that are in the kitchen.
Well, we have the Bochi people down there.
Well, there's
Milo's, the Milo's people, they send about 3 or 4 people down to help cook. Yeah, Nikki's down there. And there's just a whole group of people. It's not just the Italian Open. There's a lot of other Italian-American organizations that support the Italian Open golf tournament.
And keep the culture alive.
Right, and that's basically that's one of the reasons behind this, is to keep the Italian-American culture alive.
Okay, now we talk about that lunch. My God, where did you get that shrimp? They weren't from this planet.
Those were baby lobsters.
Those are baby lobsters? I thought they were too big to be shrimp.
No, they're shrimp.
God,
but my God, they're that big. They're shrimp. They're unbelievable.
And then the salads. You had the calamari salad, the squid salad.
Oh, it's amazing. We had meatballs. We had chicken and peppers and Sicilian peppers.
My favorite, the Sicilian anchovy salad.
Oh, that's excellent too. Yeah.
And then you had I got a shot of those guys with the salsichas, making the salsichas back there, and the meatballs.
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, it takes about a week to cook this meal. Now, this year we're doing something a little different. The lunch has been just the talk of the town for years and years and years. This year we're not only doing the lunch, but we're also doing the dinner. Generally, the country club, Norwood Hills, makes the dinner. And it's a decent dinner, but it doesn't compare to our lunch. And now we're going to have dinner also. So it's a gourmet delight, a culinary festival.
Well, you know, I tell you what, here it was, Sunday night at the Frontenac Hilton, the beautiful, beautiful banquet that they had down there, class operation. I mean, to the T class. And then you must have had at least 500 or 600 people there.
Yes, it was a sellout. I think it was like real close to 500.
Okay, and then you have today's golf tournament itself, which we know it costs so much to enter the tournament itself, and you have some great prizes. Then you have the luncheon, and then you have the dinner at night. Now we get to the point, to the most important reason for having all this, and the planning that goes into this a whole year in advance, Bill, and that is the charities that this money goes to.
Well, it's obvious that the charities are the most important thing that, all the effort goes in for the charities. It's a tremendous task putting this together, but when you see we actually cut the checks for the charities, send the checks away or bring them out personally, it's a real good feeling. And there goes the ball. We almost got hit there. Anyway, our main beneficiary is St. Mary's Special School, and that is a school for retarded children. And I've been out there several times, and these kids are just something else. And they are funded by charities like ourselves, and also the ALS Society. It's our chairman, Joe Tangaro, has ALS. It's more commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. And for the last 5 or 6 years, we've been giving a nice chunk of money to the ALS Association as balls come bounding by.
There it is.
Way over there. That was a bad shot.
Man, that was a real bad shot.
Anyway, they're having fun, though. They're having a ball.
I think they're trying to hit us, Bill.
Also, we give to about probably 20 other St. Louis charities. And most of these charities, Keith, involve children. Children's charities.
You got St. Rock's Daycare.
St. Rock's Daycare, Hill 2000, Hosea House.
I saw the Shaw Community School.
Shaw Community School, day camp, right. The list goes on and on. There's over 20 of us.
Well, Bill, I'll tell you what. You know, we met one of the honorees last night, the beautiful Vince Bommorito.
Oh.
Tremendous man.
Great guy.
Why don't we go and talk to Frank Bommorito?
All right, that sounds good.
Okay, let's go. Vindica.
Hello, my friends out in TV land. This is Bill Frisella. We're here at Norwood Hills Country Club for the 20th anniversary St. Louis Italian Open Golf Tournament for Charities. With me is Frank Bommorito, one of this year's honorees, and I just want to ask Frank, this is our 20th anniversary, Frank, and we're virtually sold out, and a lot of that has to do with you and our other honoree, Vince Bommorito, and just want to know how that makes you feel.
Well, Billy, you know, the success of this tournament, I've taken a lot of pride in the progress this tournament has made as being one of the most popular golf tournaments and fundraisers in this town, and I know that many other groups are jealous and practically in awe of our success, and I know that it's the unselfish attitude of our board and our officers that they work so hard together and work late at night to make this thing happen, and it's a tribute to them, not just to myself and my co-honoree Vince Bommorito, that this is always a full house, and we're of course honored and proud that it is, but it's an event everyone I think in our community looks forward to every year because it's such a successful and such a fun thing.
Well put, Frank. You made a good point there. It is the effort of the entire board. There's 31 board members, and it's just an extreme effort that they put throughout the year for this to make this tournament successful, and Frank pointed it out very well.
Buongiorno. This is John DiGregorio. My family and I would like to invite you to DiGregorio Imports, located at 5200 Daggett on the Hill. At DiGregorio's, our sausage is made fresh daily. You always find fast, friendly service at very reasonable prices. We feature items like boar's head luncheon meats, homemade sauces, and a wide variety of pastas, olive oils, and cheeses. You always find what you need for that perfect meal at DiGregorio's. And so just remember, at DiGregorio's, everyone is always welcome.
We are with the Mr. Joe Tangaro, the beautiful Mr. Joe Tangaro. Joe, how are you today?
Oh, very, very well. After that introduction, how could I be bad?
We'd like the Casa and Cucina would like to welcome you. We're at the St. Louis Italian Open.
That's right. It's our 20th anniversary of our first tournament, which we started in 1972. It's really quite a change. In 1972, we were strictly an Italian golf tournament. You had to be Italian on both sides of your heritage in order to play. We thought it was unique. There were all kinds of tournaments going on in St. Louis, but there were none represented by the Italian colony, so we thought it would be unique in doing that, and we were going to raise money for local charity. So 20 years down the road, well, let me back up a minute. In 1973, we had our first tournament at Forest Hills Country Club. It was a one-day affair. We had the golf and Italian lunch in the daytime, and we had our evening dinner that night with dancing and whatever, and it went over so well that we decided to continue on. But our numbers in those days were nothing like they are now. We had 120 golfers in 1973 and about 250 for dinner, and here we are 20 years later We had 450 for dinner last night, and we got 330 golfers today, and a lot of people out here giving their time to make it a wonderful day. Also, in 1973, we gave money to 2 charities. Our primary charity then was Camp Happy Day. And the second year, we adopted St. Mary's Special School. In the 20 years since we've had this tournament, we have given in excess of $850,000. This was just a group of about 10, 15 most Italian businessmen. We actually went to Milwaukee. I went to Milwaukee in 1971 and 72 and played the International Italian Open. We got the idea that why couldn't we do something for our people here in St. Louis. And as of this year, we give, as I said, over $850,000 to 22 different charities. ALS Association, that's Lou Gehrig's disease, St. Mary's Special School, they are the primary recipients. And then we give the 20 other organizations. We're very happy that the people have responded. There's been a lot of work involved, but we're tired. We're looking forward to our tournament next year.
It looks like we've surpassed the donations and the money raised this year compared to last year.
Oh yes, we have. We're going to do much better than we did last year. Last year we grossed about $130,000. I look to go at least $150,000 this year.
And all this money goes to beautiful charities, ALS, St. Roch's Daycare, Shaw Community School Day Camp, all for the children, and it's just really wonderful. You know, that's what I say all the time, folks, that the Italian Americans out there are not what they are portrayed in the movies or what you read in the magazines or the books or the newspapers. These are our Italian role models. Joe Tangaros, the Vince Bommoritos, the Frank Bommoritos, the Bill Frisellas, the John Vitalis, the Tony and Tigliatas, the Monsignor Polizzi, and many, many, many more.
Let me just say that over the years, of course, we've always prepared our own lunch. We could never have done it as well if we didn't have the help that we get from the PBM Club on the Hill. Ted Vollmer and Monty Parks and Joe Vollmer and Ben Stratton and Ray Granger and Joe Ferrari. All these guys have come out to help us for 20 years, and Vito Cipaneri. Also, we have not only exceeded the number of dollars, but we're given to charity, but this year was an extra special thrust with the flood victims, and we donated last night at our dinner $2,500 to the Catholic Charities for the flood victims.
In the name of the St. Louis Italian Open?
Right. In the name of the St. Louis Italian Open.
You know, this is, again, what the Italian Americans, there's so many to mention here. I was just very much impressed with all of the people that were here to volunteer and to work. There's almost as many volunteers as there were golfers, almost, you know, I have to say.
Oh, that's right. And what about this wonderful lunch we had? There's too many items to describe, but it was unbelievable. And this year, for the first year, we're going to prepare the dinner also that comes after the golf tournament. So this is not only a day of golf, fun, but it's a day of gluttony.
Well, that's another thing the Italians are known for. It's fantastic food. Joe, thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thanks for your help.
Ciao. Thank you so much for joining us today on Casa and Cucina. We've got great shows every week. Until next time, I'm going to go home. And I'm going to see you next time. Arrivederci. Ciao. Se benedica. Aspetta, this is my house, so you're going to go home. That's all right. Ciao. Se benedica. Until next time. Ciao.